Hey Gemini, welcome to your Made Love reading. I apologize that it's out late, being I was under the weather and I'm just getting back to feeling well. So I'm going to pull one card for your person's energy, whether you're in a situationship, friendship, relationship, othership, whatever. And I will pull a card for your energy and I will pull a romance angel oracle card. Timestamps will be in the description box. Let's begin. So, Gemini and an Aries, 28 seconds. All right, let's get started. Spirit, give me guidance for a Gemini dealing with an Aries. Gemini dealing with an Aries, please. Gemini dealing with an Aries, please. And thank you. One more shuffle. Your person's energy is the Two of Swords. Your energy is the Page of Swords. A lot of air energy here. Very needing directness and clarity and communication is what I'm getting. All right, let's see. Tell me here, Aries and Gemini, what do we need to know? Okay, and express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. All right. Let me see what at the bottom of the deck. Page of Wands. So there could be an indecision with two people, being I have two pages here, okay? Or there could be a situation that is dealing with children, okay? With the Two of Swords, your person's energy, I do feel like this person is trying to make a decision as to what to do, all right? Um, I do feel like this person's kind of torn, or for some of you, this could just be an issue with balancing needs, priorities, and trying to figure things out. All right. But it's definitely a lack of vision here with the blindfold on, right? With the Page of Swords, I am getting the energy that you have to have open and honest conversation here and communicate within this relationship, situationship. Um, you know, for some of you, somebody's got to has is trying to determine between two people here. Like I'm not gonna lie. I feel this person's drawn to you, perhaps because you're very intellectual, and smart, and have a good personality. And for the other one, it could be more um, physical based. Okay, so I'm just gonna say that, but it says express your love. Go ahead and express, make the romantic gestures. There's got to be some communication here. I think you need to say, this is how you feel. How do you feel? Are we on the same page? No pun intended, but that's what I'm trying to get to. So that's what I got for Aries and Gemini. So Gemini and a Taurus. Gemini and a Taurus. Spirit, give me guidance for a Gemini and a Taurus, please. Gemini, Taurus, Gemini, and a Taurus. Gemini and a Taurus, please. All right, so Five of Cups for your person's feelings. Your cups is the Ace of Cups. So, with the let me pull the Oracle card. Almost forgot. Gemini and Taurus, please, Spirit. Gemini and Taurus. Let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. I think your person has to go through some healing. Perhaps they're still, getting over something from the past, and maybe this is kind of scary for them. With you as the Ace of Cups, I am feeling like this is something that you feel is very light and flowy and bright here. And I do feel that you feel like this is you're very into this. Okay. Now with the let go of control issues, I do feel like you can't force someone to heal. You can't push someone into healing. That's something they're going to have to do on their own. Okay. And everybody's time frame is different. So you may need to be patient with this individual. For some of you, it just might not be what you want it to be as quick as you want it to be. All right. And I do get for some of you that means that this person may not be able to be equipped to get into a relationship or continue whatever this is because they have not fully healed. Okay. So just be aware of that, acknowledge that, and move forward. Okay. As you see fit, healthy wise. I don't know why I had to say that, but apparently not in a negative way or putting yourself out there that's accepting something less than what you deserve, okay? All right, Gemini and a Gemini. This should be interesting. Gemini and Gemini, since you are the twin sign. Let's see. Gemini and a Gemini. Oops. What do we have? If you're dealing with another Gemini, what do we have? If you're dealing with a Gemini. All right. So your person's energy is the Page of Cups. Your energy is the King of Cups. There could be an age difference here. Doesn't have to be. Let's see what we got. I feel like somebody wants to come towards you with a offer. They see you as very balanced, emotionally balanced, level-headed, got your stuff together. I almost said something else. All right. It's safe for you to love, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Yeah, I mean, and if that doesn't explain the King of Cups, right? Open in their hearts. But with the Page of Cups, again, I feel like, somebody could be very playful and joyous and just fun and coming towards you and making you some type of offer now, or just it may start off as a date and getting to know you. And I think that's good, right? You want to get to know somebody before you commit. And that's the energy I'm getting off these cards for a Gemini and a Gemini. Really good energy. Again, there could be an age difference here. All right, Gemini and a Cancer. Gemini and a Cancer. What do we have for Gemini and a Cancer, Spirit, please? And thank you, Gemini and a Cancer. What do we have? Only take what resonates, leave the rest. Not every reading may resonate. I don't know why I'm feeling like I have to tell you that. Okay, you have the Six of Pentacles for your person's energy, Ten of Wands. Yeah, I feel like this is unbalanced and been very heavy, and this has been weighing a lot on you for quite some time. We had the full moon. We had a full moon on Sunday the 12th. I'm recording this on Tuesday. So perhaps you've been doing a lot of thinking or maybe making the decision to just realize this is just too much. New love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. I feel like that's coming down the way. I feel like this is coming down the way. Deception, someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. And that's more of the energy that I'm getting here is that somebody's just not, they're trying to balance too many things and they're not able to do it. Or it's like there's just some emotional imbalance, even though these are not cup cards. It's just like the burden's getting too heavy. Whatever this person's trying to balance, whether it's you and other people, I don't feel it's working, and it's really been a hindrance and a weight on the relationship. I feel like somebody better is coming towards you. All right. Gemini and a Leo. Gemini and a Leo. Gemini and a Leo. Gemini and a Leo. What do we have for Gemini and a Leo? Spirit, please and thank you. Gemini and a Leo. Gemini and a Leo. One more shuffle. Your person's energy is the Emperor. Your energy is the Queen of Cups. Let's see here. What do we have? What do we have here? This can either go two ways for me, and I'm just wondering which way it's going to go. Because I'm getting two different energies. One is somebody could be way too controlling and you're turning your back towards them, which is why or somebody is going to take control of the situation and decide to come towards you. But let's see what the romance angel cards say for a Gemini and a Leo. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Okay. So I'm going to go with the energy that somebody is wanting to come towards you. The Queen of Cups is all about expressing the love, right? She is very loving, nurturing. This gold dress just speaks how vibrant she is. She is the mother. She's the nurturer. And the Emperor is all four kings in one, right? He's got it all. And I don't mean, right, like nobody's perfect, but what I mean is he has all the attributes of a good of a good partner, right? Male or female. Um, and he is going to take control because the emperor is always in control, always ready to go at that moment's notice to move forward. And I do feel like this is a very good connection coming towards you. Now, some of you, I can say there may be a situation where somebody's too controlling. And if that is because they're facing different ways, then that's something you really want to consider, because nobody deserves to be controlled in what they, what to do, how to do it, when to do it. And I'm just going to leave it at that. All right, Gemini and Virgo. Gemini and Virgo. What do we have? Gemini and Virgo spirit. What do we have for Gemini, Virgo? Gemini and Virgo, please. Gemini and Virgo. Gemini, Virgo. What do we have for Gemini and Virgo, please and thank you? Your person's energy is the Six of Swords. Your energy is the Four of Swords. Got all this air energy going on here. So let's see. What do we have for the Romance Angel cards for a Gemini and Virgo, please and thank you? Whoop. Healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, past life relationship, you have known each other before. So, it's funny with this healing card because the Four of Swords does speak of healing, right? And whether you're healing from family issues, I feel like a lot of us have issues that we bring into relationships because we are wired a certain way by seeing when, as we're kids growing up, how, whether it's your parents, your grandparents, aunts, uncles, how their relationships are, and we tend to pick up tendencies of the, whether you live with your parents, your grandparents, and whomever, we tend to pick up those tendencies, and sometimes they're not good, right? And it's not healthy. So maybe needing to rewire yourself, take a step back. I do feel like with the Six of Swords, though, like someone is coming towards you. For some of you, this is something new, that somebody's coming out of something very dark and hard to come towards you. And it's like you're going to meet at the perfect opportune time. If some of you are already in a relationship, I am getting the sense where that someone is wanting to heal something with you, like they're trying to transition into something more stable in healing within the existing relationship, or moving forward like after a difficult phase, if that makes sense. But I feel like there's healing here for y'all in this situation where, maybe y'all had to take a step back or take a break from each other and heal. For some of you, it's something new coming in. All right. Right. And you need to make only you can make the decision whether it's that's the right thing for you to do and if it's healthy enough for you. And when I say healthy, meaning like, not you're not sacrificing your own love and happiness and health because of somebody else. All right, Gemini and Libra. Gemini and Libra. Let's go. Spirit, give me guidance for a Gemini and a Libra. What do we have for a Gemini and a Libra, please? Gemini and a Libra. Gemini and a Libra, please, and thank you. Your person's energy is the Knight of Swords. Your energy is the Emperor. Let's see. Like I said, there can be an age difference just between the Knight and the Emperor. Um, let's see. What are we getting here with Gemini and Libra? Give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. I'm kind of getting the sense that somebody's, you're going, this person's looking at you, but I mean, you're looking at this person, but it's like they're going in a different direction. So, this could be several things. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. The Eight of Swords. So, I feel like this, I'm just getting the sense that there's some restrictions with one of you where you just feel like maybe in this sense, the person feels a little bit too controlled, okay? And that they don't want to be tied down, all right? They don't want to be tied down right now. They want to be free. They want to do it and come as they want. But that requires within reason, right? For example, if you want to spend every single day with a person and they're just not used to that and they want to have, still have you respect their alone time, something of that nature, that's just setting boundaries. Don't take that personal. That can still, a relationship can still work like that. But if this person is out seeking other things, besides you, then that's really not healthy and not the right thing. But I go over all these energies because as I get them, it's going to resonate different for everybody. But for some of you, it's like somebody doesn't feel like being tied down, and somebody else, could feel like, I want to have a little bit of my own freedom as well. All right, Gemini and a Scorpio. Gemini and a Scorpio, Gemini and a Scorpio, Gemini and a Scorpio. Gemini and a Scorpio. What do we have? Gemini and Scorpio. Oh, let's flip that over. Gemini and a Scorpio. Somebody could be traveling or driving towards you, coming in town. I don't know. I'll leave that there. Let's see. What's your person's energy? Your person's energy is the Death card. You are the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like something is ending or has ended. Release your ex. Yeah. I feel like you need to release your ex. Perhaps you're still hung up on somebody here. Um, you could be moving too. Uh, when I saw that Wheel of Fortune, it was like somebody could be driving towards you. Like, they have typically on the death card, they have the horse coming in, but for some of you, I feel like you have broken up with somebody. There's been a breakup and you have to release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. I feel like it's okay to be single for a while and gather yourself back to your full potential and heal a little bit. Because even though you may say you're over your ex, there's something still lingering over you. Okay. I know that's probably not what you wanted to hear, but I just read the energy. So, all right, Gemini and a Sagittarius. Gemini and a Sagittarius, Gemini, Sagittarius, Gemini, Sagittarius, Gemini, Sagittarius, Gemini, Sagittarius, Gemini, Sagittarius, Gemini. Your person's energy is the King of Swords. Your energy is the Eight of Swords. I don't know. I don't feel like there's really much emotion here with the swords coming out. Let's see. Gemini and Sag. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher commitment. Just heart to heart conversation. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. Yeah, I feel like, with the swords, it's all about the communication, the clarity. So I definitely feel like some heart to heart conversation it needs to be discussed. But for some of, I'm not feeling so much the engagement card. Your love is sending to a higher. Now, let me say this. Some of you could have been with this person for a long time and you're waiting on an engagement, but I'm not feeling like this is a happy go lucky. Like there's something that's making you feel tied down or pinned down, okay, with this King of Swords energy. And yeah, with the moon, it's like if somebody did get maybe proposed to you, maybe you're not sure if this is really who you want to be with the rest of your life, or vice versa. Because the King of Swords can be somebody who is not emotional. Like they're very intelligent and intellectual, but from an emotional perspective, they're not like the lovey-dovey, right? They're just kind of very direct to the point. Could have a dry personality, is what I'm getting. And with the moon card, it's like just not sure. I feel like there's a lot of uncertainty in this situation. All right. Right, let's see. Capricorns. We got Gemini, oops, and a Capricorn. Gemini, Capricorn, Gemini, and a Capricorn. Gemini and a Capricorn. Gemini and a Capricorn. Gemini and Capricorn. What do we have, Spirit, please and thank you. Your person's energy is the Nine of Cups. Your energy is the Ten of Swords. Oof. For some of you, this person likes to party a little bit too much, and it's like you're just over it. Like they could have a drinking problem. And I know the Nine of Cups. I read intuitively. I don't just look at the cards and be like, oh, this and this is what this means, and this is what this means. Like there's something that's very bothersome for you. Chemistry. There's strong magnetic attraction here. And I do feel like there could be attraction, but there's problems within this situation or whatever. Okay. Um, Let me see what the bottom of the deck says. Empress. Um, I mean, some of you could be pregnant, but I just feel that with the Ten of Swords, like you're just kind of done with it. Like I feel like there's been chance after chance after chance after chance here, and it's whatever that means. Um, that's kind of what I'm getting. Some of you could have had a child with this person or something of that nature, but I feel like this is coming to an end. Like it's the final cake, the final disruption or eruption, I should say. It's one thing to have chemistry with somebody, but that doesn't, that's not just that you need way more for a healthy relationship than just chemistry. All right. Let's see. I'm going to Gemini and Aquarius. Let's see. Gemini and Aquarius, 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 Gemini and Aquarius. Okay. This came out first. Your person's energy is the Queen of Wands and a lot of fire here. And your energy is the Knight of Wands. So with the Queen of Wands, that's somebody who's very attractive, very confident, walks in the room, gets everybody attention. So I feel like this person's very attractive. Knight of Wands, it's I feel like it's a very adventurous time for you. Some of you could be single. Um, or maybe acting single, but we'll leave that there. Or it could be reverse, but just getting the feeling that it is, I feel like there's something that's going to be very chemistry driven here. Let me see. I forgot to pull an angel oracle card. Let's see. Angel oracle. Stay optimistic about your love life, positive thinking, and let's see, and faith will bring you romance. Yeah. So for some of you, you are single, someone very attractive, very hot and passionate is going to come your way. That's just the energy I'm getting. Um, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Wands. Again, you have nothing but wands, which speaks about fiery attractiveness, but just make sure it's not all just about the physical aspect, right? Because you need multiple things, right? You need the emotion, you need the intellect, you need all of it to have a good, healthy foundation of a relationship. Let's see. We have Gemini and Pisces. Gemini and Pisces. What do we have for Gemini and Pisces, please? And thank you. Gemini, Pisces, Gemini, and Pisces, Gemini and Pisces, Gemini and Pisces, Gemini and Pisces, please, Gemini and Pisces. Oof. Your person's energy is the Two of Cups in reverse. Your energy is the Eight of Wands. Let's see what we have going on. Things could be moving too fast. Yeah, like retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. I feel like things were kind of moving maybe too quick here. With the Two of Cups in reverse as your person's energy. There could be some kind of there's some kind of challenge here. If you relate that as it seeks to you, and there's a lack, there's a feeling of imbalance, and I feel like there's a need to retreat to reevaluate this relationship. Okay, I do feel like this is a relationship or situationship or something. With the Eight of Wands, I just feel like there's been, like there's been some kind of complex, turbulent situation here. And I just don't feel things could have been moving too quickly, or perhaps you're moving and this has put some type of somebody's moving or something like that, like the direction is headed in a different direction. It's like I feel like initially y'all were on the same page and now you're not for some reason, and it's time to take a break and really collect your thoughts and do what you need to do. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Keep standing in your power, and I will see you soon. Bye.